Is it easy to think? Is it easy to feel? Is it easy to tell how the thought you think feels? Is there any more to it than that? Have we sort of ground this into the ground today? In other words, we're making far too much of all of this, aren't we? Find something to be happy about and focus on it and be happy. Then find something else to be happy about and focus on it and be happy. Then find something else to be happy about and focus on it and be happy. If you find yourself, by default, not watching what you're doing, stumbling onto something that doesn't feel happy when you focus upon it and don't feel happy until you can't stand not being happy, and then make a decision to focus upon something that feels happy, and then focus upon it and be happy. That's pretty much it.
You have to have 30 seconds.
Well, there is nothing more that we would give you, any of you, that will take you into greater clarity than what we have already achieved. We want to say to you that we found this particular gathering not only interesting but highly productive, in that we moved into places that we have not been before. This was a really powerful seminar where the nitty-gritty of your questions took us into places that we have not been before. Having said that, we want to leave you with something that we can feel has arisen as a result of the time that we've spent together today, and that is, we are all making too much of all of this. In other words, thoughts create, and you have the ability to direct your thoughts. And as you direct your thoughts, your feeling about the thoughts that you are directing will improve. And if you will let your life be about reaching for the best feeling thought that you can find from wherever you are, the universe will continue to deliver to you more opportunities, not only to expand, but more opportunities to revel in the deliciousness of what you have lined up. If we were standing in your physical shoes, we would vacillate between two intentions, and they are very simple intentions. The first one would be, I want to feel good as much as I can feel good, which means I'm going to pay more attention to how I feel, and I'm going to more deliberately guide my thought. And the second intention that we would leave this gathering with, which really falls on the basis of what we've just said, is, I am determined. And think of the power of the word determined. I am determined to tell the story, all stories, the story of my life, the story of my wishes, the story of my past, the story of my present. I am determined to tell my story of how I want it to be. So if people say, how have you been? Your answer is irrelevant. As people say, hi, how are you? The answer is irrelevant. Not that you're irrelevant. My story about how I am is irrelevant. My story about how I have been is irrelevant. You want to train people to say, hi, where are you going? Say to your friends, new plan. Hi, where are you going? Hi, what's up? Hi, tell me the good news. In other words, the new story, 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 because the old story is really old news. And the old story, you can't tell the old story and the new story at the same time. And the old story is counterproductive to what's in vibrational escrow. That's the new story. That's where you are. So begin telling the new story, and you'll get better and better at telling it. Tell it not because you're trying to use it to get to where you want to be. Tell the new story for the joy factor in the telling of it. So your friends are going to come to know you as the one who is always happy about explaining where you're going. It's the best teaching that you could ever do. Words don't teach. You teach through the clarity of your example. We have enjoyed this interaction immensely. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain eternally and blissfully incomplete.